In the world of outdoor recreation, one activity reigns supreme. Choosing the perfect kayak is like knowing what's for dinner tomorrow night. It takes patience, preparation, and passion to come to the right conclusion. Thankfully, here at the kayak shop, we take the time to get to know you, because we don't just believe in a good fit, we believe in the perfect match. Before every kayak rental, an extensive interview takes place to ensure an ideal fit between kayak and paddler. The following interviews were conducted in winter, one of the slowest times of the year, and one of the most difficult seasons to create a bond between boat and guest. To make the guests more willing to open up, several brave staff members have agreed to be interviewed on camera. The following footage was birthed from this process. Cherry tomato, not quite ripe lime, habanero pepper, don't forget the shallot, don't forget that it's okay to cry.
I think obviously we know ourselves, but it's do we understand ourselves? I know if I were to take myself out of my body at times and look at how I'm acting towards people or how I'm acting in general, I think at times I'd be frustrated with how I'd be frustrated at myself for sure. So I think I do lack an understanding of myself at times and what is going on inside my brain.
I don't think I know myself very well.
I'm doing a lot of soul searching right now, so.
I feel very bored and maybe a little depressed.
Restless, I guess. I think I know I can and want to do more, but it's just hard to figure out how to get there.
Every time I think I know myself well, I feel like then I go into a period where I feel like I don't know myself at all.
Oh God.
It's better for me to do things that I know are gonna make me happy, even if I don't want to do them.
I enjoy creating things.
Eating food that I like.
Journaling or reflecting.
I think my number one go-to, I'd say exercise.
I think I feel the most confident when I'm distracted from myself. Like if I'm focusing on some sort of task that I'm into, I'm not thinking about how other people are perceiving it.
I feel the most confident in myself when I'm very busy and not overthinking. When I don't have a lot of free time, I think that's when I'm the most confident.
If I'm happy, I'm just vibing. I'll do whatever I want.
Not that it's not important to me, but I want routine to be important. I want to establish a routine, but it's not. I can live without a routine.
I struggle with managing my habits. It's something I didn't learn to do growing up, so I think I have potential to do more, but I don't really know what I want to do. It doesn't I don't have something that's focused enough to motivate me, I think.
It's too important. That's the problem. I need it too much to the point where it's just it's annoying.
I love being able to go out and do something on a whim and not have to worry about just planning or the consequences of doing something I want to do right then and there.
I feel like new experiences or things that are different from your normal life are sometimes the things that kind of break up your life into more meaningful pieces.
When I feel happy, I exercise a little more, go on like walks and runs. And then when I'm upset, sleep.
When I'm happy, I'm not as anxious. When I'm upset, I can be very self-destructive, whether that's to other people and how I treat them. Because I'm feeling bad internally, I think I take that out on other people that I love the most. And I think I beat myself up a lot. So yeah, I think that's kind of how I'd answer that question.
Ooh, I feel like my future, I feel like I'll be okay. I think I'll end up being pretty successful. But I feel like I'm gonna have like a downfall, yeah, go downwards a little bit and then end up being okay. I don't know, I have a pretty bad feeling. I don't know why. I think right now, because I'm so young and I feel like right now I'm pretty successful, I don't think it's gonna last forever. I have a feeling that something bad will happen, and in the end I know I'll be okay, but I don't know, just a gut feeling.
I don't necessarily think I'm living up to my potential yet, but I think I'm on the right path to it, if that makes sense. I feel like the times when I've been really focused on too focused on accomplishing things, I kind of lose sight of whether I'm enjoying it, and then that just makes the path harder, because like if you enjoy something, you're gonna want to do it all the time. Finding happiness breeds success and not the other way around. And if I'm gonna do something, then like I might as well do it with the intention of doing it.
An ideal day.
I wake up at a reasonable time, so we'll say like around 8 or before. Nice little cold plunge to start the day. Then coffee and breakfast tacos. Big breakfast taco fan.
Spending time outside, hiking.
Go on our paddleboards, go paddleboarding around, go for a hike somewhere, go skiing, do some sort of recreational activity.
Getting some work, something productive done, probably like chores or yard work or something.
Come back, go to like a good Italian restaurant, get some good Italian food, maybe a nice glass of white wine, red wine.
Hanging out with friends that I haven't seen in a long time at some point in the day.
Spend an insane amount of money on Italian food, get some dessert maybe, then go home.
Having a nice get together in our yard at night, maybe a little campfire situation.
Sounds like a pretty perfect day to me.
My lifestyle right now, living in a van and not dating anyone, can occasionally be sort of isolating. Like, I don't know, there's just sometimes, like, if you're having a bad day, and I don't know, like, I was sick a couple weeks ago, and I had a bad day, and I was, like, feeling kind of sick, and then I'm, like, living in a van. Even though I'm living in a van by choice, it can be one of those things where you're, like, if you're upset, and you're like, oh, this thing is not going my way, and this thing's not going my way, and then I'll just be like, and I'm, like, living in a van. Even though that's, like, a choice, like, you can turn it into, like, a look how bad my life is kind of thing if you're not careful.
I think I'm scared to think about life because there's so many unknowns. So I feel like I don't go into depth a whole lot. I will say within the last few years, I've been trying to live my life a lot more freely and not be so just worried about, I don't know, just doing things that I like to do and I want to do, and you only get to live once, so you need to be taking up every single opportunity, because you don't know if you'll ever get the opportunity again.
A part of me thinks life is very hard and cruel and mean and not fair. But then a part of me thinks life is full of love. And there's a lot of happiness and there's a lot of good out there that you can do yourself and that is good around you. I think it's kind of a mix of both.
My life philosophy is showing love to everyone, every person, every animal, every rock with the face on it. Because when it comes down to it, we all have our own life, our own experiences. Everyone comes from the same place, the same starting point. So who doesn't want to feel loved? Who actually doesn't deserve love? I think no one.